Hey everyone, welcome back to Bonsai by the Sea. Well, we had our nasty spring weather. We had snow and rain and then wind. But I was just watching the tornado coverage in Mississippi. So I don't think I'm allowed to complain about the weather too much. My heart goes out to everyone suffering in that situation. So I'm out in the greenhouse and I want to show you what I've been working on. So I've been making pots, and I got this Balcifer potted up this morning. It's in one of the oblong ovals. It's not a true oval, it's like a circle on both ends. And I'm really liking this pot. And this tree was a real find, probably pushing 2 years ago. I had to do quite a bit of root surgery to get it into the pot, but it's the right time of year. And these Balcifers are good, tough trees. Really happy with that one. Some of these trees are keepers, and I think this one is probably a keeper. So my Amur forest here, I started looking at it the other day, and there was an obvious place for 2 more trees on each side, or 1 tree on each side. So one of the nice things about starting trees from seed is you always have backups. And I have a lot of these Amurs. Here's one in a pot right here. So I ended up putting 2 more trees in this planting, 1 on each end. And I do have 2 of these plantings. So I got this one all puffed up with the tree compost and fixed up. It's interesting, some of these trees are ones that were stunted underneath the parent trees from shade. So they're older. They might be 3 or 4 years old. Whereas most of these are not even a year yet, but they've had full sun on them. So the other tree that I got potted up today, it has an interesting story. So a year ago, well, I think it was in May, I got invited to sell my trees at the garden club spring sale in Chester, about 30 minutes from here. So it draws a lot of people, and I decided to do it, and it ended up raining like crazy, and the trees loved it, you know. But there was a guy next to me, and he was selling these Japanese maples, and I did end up selling 1 of my trees. So I had $75 burning a hole in my pocket, and he was selling these trees for 75 bucks, of course. So that's what happened. And I figured I was going to air layer the top off of this one, so that's what went on right here. And here's the top of it. It's just starting to come out. So it's a dwarf Acer Platinum. I'll let you try to pronounce it. I'm not gonna try. It's a Japanese dwarf maple. So when I got down into it a little bit, it has a beautiful base on it. and they have this interesting color on them when the leaves come out. I think that goes away and they're just green. But yeah, that's my first Japanese maple in a pot. So this little tamarack tree needs to have a special pot made for it. That's one of the really fun things about doing this, is I get to look at the tree and figure out what pot I want to put it in. But this one was a real find. Be looking forward to getting that one potted up. So I've been getting the blueberries out of the basement. I have quite a few of them. They've done really well, but it takes a year. They're still just like sticks at this point. These cuttings were taken in June, but at least you know they're alive because they've all got buds on them. But it takes a full year to get a good blueberry from a cutting. So this is a cherry that I started from a pit from the grocery store. It's in a really early pot that I made that's just about to fall apart from freezing. I've got two cherry trees. This one is a cherry tree from a pit from the store. So that'll be interesting to see what those turn into. I ended up putting this spruce tree back here in the shade in the back of the greenhouse, because I had to cut a big tap root off of this tree. I have it here. This was the tap root on it. So it was cut right there. And all these other places were cut with the lopper. But above that, it had a beautiful spread of roots. So I'm hoping it'll recover good. I can tell that it's moving water because it's green even to the top. But I have had these spruce trees fool me and look good for about 6 months, and then the party's over. But I feel pretty good about this one. It's the right time of year to be doing that to them. So there you go, that's what I'm up to. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.